So 8 months ago, I made a video explaining why I was not going to buy a 2022 KLR 650. I guess I've got some more explaining to do. So the reason that I made that video back 8 months ago saying that I was not going to buy this bike was because originally I had been talking about possibly buying this before we really knew what it was going to be, and back then I had kind of hoped that it was going to be more of a direct competitor for the other bike that I just bought last year, which is the Gen3 700. And then when the specs for this bike came out and it looked a lot more like the old Gen 2 that I had before the Gen3, I decided, nah, it's just not really worth it to buy just to do comparison videos on. And I kind of just left it at that, made the video, and after talking to a bunch of you guys in the comments of that video and during some live streams and stuff, I started to realize that I think I was wrong. I think while this bike is not a direct competitor of the Gen3 700, I think just due to the price and the ability of the bikes, they really are kind of a good set of bikes to compare, because the type of person that's going to be looking at either one of these is really only kind of set with these two options, and that's it. Of course, there's bikes like Jerry's got up there, and there's the Africa Twin. I could buy two of these bikes for the price of one Pan America. I decided that because I'm gonna pass you on the left here. The KLR 650, because it's $3 grand cheaper than the Gen3 700, is much more in reach, just in general, and kind of opens the door to a lot more consumers. So I think for me it was a smart move for that reason. I think it'll hopefully be good to get the comparisons out there. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are comparing them, but I think there's very few that actually own the bike. Most of the time they just bought it, or they just borrowed it from a dealership to ride it for a half hour, 45 minutes, and they're probably not doing stuff like this. Man, these I can tell these tires do not grab nearly as well as the Tractionators do. But other than that, man, this is a fun bike. I actually waited until we got to the trail to fire this up. I pushed it into the trailer at the dealership, and I guess I should have been filming it, but I just got a big smile on my face. I love my Gen3. If you guys watch my other videos, if you don't, you should hit that subscribe button. I put a video out every weekend. Now videos on the Gen3 KLR. But I just had the biggest smile on my face, and that Gen3, I absolutely love that machine, and there's something about that motor and that whole suspension setup that is just a beautiful thing. But there's just something about the beauty and simplicity of the old KLR, and just that single cylinder thump. I don't know, and it's really comfy. I think I'm definitely certain that this is quite a bit more comfortable than the Gen3 700. Not that the Gen3 is bad, but this, I don't know, this just feels good. The seat's nice and comfy. The handlebars are in the right spot. Why is my comm beeping? Hopefully Jerry's not sideways in a puddle back there. Well, let's take a commercial break. I guess the bars do feel a little bit close to me when I'm standing up. The foot pegs are also way too squishy. Not used to that at all. Do not like that. When I first got my Gen 2, they really didn't bother me. I was confused why everybody was complaining about them being so squishy and slippery, but now I've seen the other side. Now I know why people switch to big fat metal ones. Whoa, holy water puddle. What is going on here? I don't think we want to do that. Whoa, yep, nope, that's over my boots. Almost. I don't know if it's because this thing is just a little bit closer to the ground but supposedly this is the same weight as the Tenere, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy some scales and weigh them both. It does not feel heavier. Boy, it starts smooth. Gotta love that EFI, or I guess maybe you hate it. Let me know what you think of that down in the comment box. I'm glad it's got it. Probably going to be looking at doing a two-wheel dyno works reflash on this, as well as a number of other things. So like I said earlier, if you want to see how the Tenere, how the KLR, I gotta get used to saying that again. If you want to see how the KLR ends up looking here, make sure you stay subscribed and keep watching the videos as they come out, because we got big plans for it. So I remembered absolutely everything else before we headed out here, and to mount all my camera equipment in the parking lot. Bought my trail pass while I was still at the dealership after I paid for the bike, and got all the way to the trail. I got all the cameras on the bikes and realized that of course there's not any gas in it, so we're hoping that it doesn't run out of gas on the side of the trail. It wasn't blinking when we left, and we've got what, 7 miles on now, so hopefully we can at least get a little bit more riding in. The nearest gas station is probably 20 minutes away. All I gotta do is make it back to the truck though. It actually sounds pretty good. I think you actually hear the motor more than you do the exhaust. I don't know if I'll fix that or not. I think I might have a little bit of a hard time spending $300 on a pipe. Woo! The suspension feels good on it though. It's soft, but I don't think it's too soft. The windshield I think could be a little bit taller. It's not bad where it is. It kind of seems like it could be a bit of a guillotine issue. You throw yourself onto the bars a little hard. But having that stuck up straight I think would look a lot better. Other than that though, I really like how this thing looks. The orange is not nearly as bright as I thought it would be. It really is a kind of a burnt orange, but I don't mind it. Whoa. Leaves make things interesting. Probably would have been worth filming, but we did have it out on the pavement for a little bit, and I think I hit almost 70. With no tack, it's kind of hard to tell exactly where you're at, but it didn't feel like it was struggling. I mean, even the Tenere I think is around $6 grand at 70. Obviously that red line's at 10,000, but it felt good. I would say better, like I said, than the Gen 2. And the other thing that I've really noticed about it compared to the Tenere that I really like is how much easier it is to get my feet on the ground. I think the seat height is maybe a hair shorter than the old Gen 2 was. I believe it's somewhere around the same as the Tenere, but the Tenere has such a wide seat on it, and maybe just the suspension squishing down a little bit easier on this one makes it feel lower, but it definitely feels good. It gives me a little bit more confidence, that's for sure. The tires and this slippery lang-laid mud, like Jerry says, are not confidence inspiring though. I think I am going to burn these off. Definitely need to get some crash bars on here, but I think I'm going to make do with them rather than switching them out right away like I did on the Tenere. See what they do for me. Boy, this thing does shift nice. I don't think it pulls easier than the, oh boy, a little bit more slop in there than I'd like, but I don't think it pulls any easier than the Tenere. Maybe it does though. Definitely better than the Gen 2, that's for sure. Whoa! There is a bit of a squeak going on though, and I don't know if that's the chain. They didn't put any oil on it. No, I don't think it is the chain, because I think it goes with motor speed. I don't know what that is. The signal lights bounce around all over the place. I guess maybe you guys have noticed that by now. They seem like kind of an odd place, and they seem like they're not really attached very well either. But I guess they're still there for now anyway. Ah, what a beautiful fall day. And yeah, this thing, I don't know, it is comfortable. Like I said, the bars being, whoa, yeah man, these tires do not grab near as well. And I guess maybe could that be the geometry? I don't know, the front end feels pretty light on here. That's what I like so much about the Tenere, is the kind of relaxed rake on it. Really makes the front end feel light and feel like a dirt bike, but I don't know, this really does too. Just in general, I don't know, I'm gonna have to get a weight on both of these. This feels feels lighter. Of course, when I have 6 gallons of gas in it, it won't, but it will be nice to be able to go 300 miles on a tank again, or whatever it is, 2 something probably. The Tenere, I get 140, and then I got to fill up. I mean, fuel light's not blinking yet. Yeah, I would say I'm definitely happy with my purchase though. This bike makes me smile. It will be interesting to get a little bit more protection on it and push the tires a little bit, see what they can do, maybe get some different tires on it, put this thing through its paces, take it over some jumps, maybe hit a little bit of single track here and there. I was telling my wife the other day, I think maybe it's just because I haven't owned the Tenere all that long, but I think partially it's also just that when I had my Gen 2, it was kind of what I cut my teeth on, and as far as really off-road bikes and especially kind of more adventure style bikes. But I just never really, or I haven't yet anyways, developed near the connection with my Tenere that I have with the old KLR. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I love that Tenere, but I don't know. I guess the KLR and I had a lot of good times, so hopefully the new KLR and I will have a lot of good times too. I'm not gonna lie though, that squeak is annoying. Oh man, what a beautiful day. How do you guys like the camera on the back there? Woo! Do they get just like a lot of rain up here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Not the line I would have chosen, but I guess that works. What a beautiful place. Woo! Oop, that would be neutral. Oh, that's another thing. I suppose I should have mentioned that when I was talking about foot pegs before, but I do have a bit of a hard time squeezing my boot down underneath the shifter. I guess I really can't even do it when I'm standing hardly. I kind of have to scoop myself all the way up against the tank to really even get my foot under it, and then it feels okay. It would be nice to be able to shift from a little more relaxed seating position, but maybe some different pegs will help that out. Whoa! So for you guys, whoa, playing pinball in there. Oh, no, I bet that camera's covered. So for you guys that follow the channel, I'm putting this out as soon as I possibly can. You'll see it a week after I filmed it, just to try to get this content pushed out. And I think that's what I'm going to do with the KLR videos, is kind of intersperse them with the stuff that I recorded throughout the summer. I've still got quite a bit on the Tenere and the TW that I need to get out to you guys, but I want to get this stuff out too before it turns snowy. So you might see some green leaves one day and the beautiful fall colors, and maybe even a little bit of snow the next. Like I said before, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the bell after you subscribe, so it lets you know anytime I put a video out. Other than that, guys, take care, stay safe, stay swanky, get out and enjoy this beautiful world for yourself if you can. But hey, if you can't, check out some more videos.